Hi, I'm Eli Gries-Smith, the Prince of JUCO on TikTok, Gries-Smith09 on Instagram, and here I'm with Rapsodo talking about ABCA, JUCO, and how I use Rapsodo as a training tool.
So this is your second ABCA, correct?
Yes.
Take us through your experience at ABCA.
So last year I came because I'm a huge fan of Ole Miss, Mike Bianco. Really wanted to see his speech. So pretty much the only reason I came here was for that, and a little thing I did with Warstick. I got here, it's like a Toys R Us for people who love baseball equipment.
Any big purchases you're making this year?
I'm not exactly sure. I know I'm going to be picking up at least a few training bats, shirts, really just apparel. It's more about meeting people than actually buying stuff.
And you're doing a little vlog this year?
Yes, got to come out with an ABCA vlog. I mean, got to introduce it to people. You really don't see that much content about it every year.
What are some highlights other than that you see here?
Last year, it was amazing. I got to watch the Sandy Alcantara presentation that you guys did. Blown away by that. I was like, oh my God, he's here. Colt was here with Warstick. Ian Kinsler. Manny Ramirez was here with 44 Pro gloves. Meeting these former pro players, content creators. I know the Swingman's here this year. It's just sick.
I guess let's start with your experience with Rapsodo.
Personally, I've always loved exit-view numbers. So of course, you're looking at that. But what I really found when using the Rapsodo that helped was the spin rates. Seeing how I hit the ball. It helped me refine my approach at the plate. So you know how a lot of coaches will preach, catch it out front, hit it out front, high exit views are out front. I'd find with my swing, when I catch it out front, I hit low spin balls, which was the feedback I would see from the Rapsodo. You'd see RPMs in the 800s to 1100s, which isn't awful, but it doesn't carry like it would if it was a 2,500 to 3,000 RPM ball. But when I catch it deep, it might be 2-3 miles per hour slower, but all of a sudden it's going 40 feet farther because you spun it well. So in my approach, I took from catching it out front to sitting back longer, and also helps you hit off-speed pitches.
That's something that you kind of just discovered on your own?
Yeah, I'd be hitting, and I'd be like, okay, I caught that out front. That's going to be hit 450. Got spun really low, and all of a sudden it died, and the outfielder caught it. Oh, I caught that ball deep. It's oppo. It's hit 10 miles per hour slower, but it left. I just saw the pattern as I used the Rapsodo over 20,000 swings this year, and you can't deny the numbers.
Data doesn't lie.
Data does not lie.
If there's a coach out there that doesn't know what Rapsodo is, why would you recommend adding Rapsodo to like?
Really, there's no reason you shouldn't. As you said, data can't lie. There's these players, it helps you showcase what your players can do. Let's say you coach a lot of high school kids, they're trying to get to the next level. There's some people who've got weird swings. Like look at Hunter Pence. The weirdest swing, such a weird swing, but you can't deny numbers. Maybe a coach can't come out to see your player play, but he can see these numbers.
So give us your initial reaction to Pro 2.
Do you want to pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's lighter than the 2.0, for one. How the heck did y'all manage that? You got double the cameras and it's lighter? That's insane. I was kind of expecting it to be like double the weight because double the cameras, but it's sick. It's like one thing I noticed about the Pro when y'all came out with it was how big it was. It's like, what are you running around with a suitcase pretty much? It's like I could fit the 2.0 in my backpack, kind of. It's a little tricky because it's heavy. It's a heavy backpack, but I could do it. I was like, what are you running around with a suitcase? So I was like, how practical is that? All of a sudden, a year later, like that, I was shocked when I saw you were coming out with a 2.0. Look at this, you can fit that in your backpack. You can hold it with one hand. Like, not that you should, but I mean, it's durable. Look at this. Cage, everything, not gonna break that.
What's one word you would use to describe Pro 2.0?
Better? It's the same thing in a smaller package. So everyone wants something that's more portable. And so that's it right there.
Anything that stands out specifically? Is it the weight? What's the first reactions? What stands out?
I do got to be honest. I love the colors. I mean, everyone wants something that's everyone likes things that look cool, but I mean, obviously it's a lighter. Like you can haul it around with one hand. That's amazing. Practically. Just place it down. Same distance as the ones before?
Yep.
I'm guessing it's probably easier to set up as well.
Yep.
You just put it down and you're ready to go.
For people who don't understand like JUCO, what it is, can you just like give us a basic understanding of what it is?
So if you didn't know, junior college it's a place where people get 2 years, they can get their associate's degree, boost their grades, help them go to an NCAA school, and develop as a player.
Take us through the grit and like the grind of each player in JUCO and just like what that environment's like.
To put an example, this entire fall, we had a 5 a.m. workout every single day, outside of Sundays. Sundays don't count. But Monday, you got a 5 a.m. lift and then conditioning. Tuesday, you'd have 5 a.m. hitting and then a lift. And it's just every day. You're there, you're working. There's no restrictions to how much you can work. I know D1 programs have an hour limit, D2 programs have an hour limit, how much time they can be on the field practicing. We don't. We can do as much as you can possibly want for as long as you can possibly want.
What do you hope for like the next steps in your career in the future?
The goal, of course, is to play professional baseball, and have a career in that. And while I'm doing that, just continue making content, show my journey, hopefully help showcase other people's journey that I play with, and just bring that to the light.
Do you have any tips for younger players on how to kind of either hit it farther, increase exit velocity, any hitting tips?
I do a lot of stuff on my social media channel about improving bat speed. I'm a huge believer in overload and underload training. So you swing a bat that's heavier than your bat and you swing a bat that's lighter to teach you to move faster than you already do. It's not a quick fix. This is something that's going to take time. You can't just work on it, expect a week later you're swinging the bat 5 miles per hour harder. But at the end of the day, bat speed is important, and it's a major factor in hitting the ball harder.
Any tips for younger athletes, just in general, from your experience, how they can continually progress?
There's 720 something players who get to play professional baseball for a living. And how many people do you know, right? If you know someone that's working harder than you, you're not working hard enough. So you can kind of police yourself there. You don't need, there's no one trick. It's just, there's no one thing you have to get better. You got to improve at everything. So just outwork everyone you know. Don't know anyone that works harder than you. And if you do, work harder.
All right. Prince of JUCO, go follow him on social media. Eli, I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.